What's up guys, Brennan here, back with another video. Today we're going to be doing a piano tutorial for the song Congratulations by Macmiller. Before we get started, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a lot here on YouTube, and it also helps you guys out because then you don't miss out on any of my future piano tutorials. Also, I wanted to announce that I recently created merch. It is a hand-drawn digital piano that I made. I have canvas bags, I have t-shirts and mugs. It's super cool. If you guys want to check it out, I'll link it in the description box below. So I'm going to go ahead and play the arrangement that you'll be learning in today's video. So that's on a loop. We're going to start with the right hand first. So you go. So that's F sharp, G, B, D. And then you go up to this F sharp. And then you go F sharp, G, A, F sharp, B. Then you go back and do F sharp, G, A again. And then your thumb jumps up here. So you're gonna need to move your hand and your thumb goes from B and then to C sharp really quickly with your third finger. So all together it's, so I go like that with my pinky and then my third finger hits this one. Then this. And then you go C sharp, D, E, C sharp, F sharp. And then you go B, A, G, E, F sharp. So it's really quick. Like this one you hang on it longer. B, do-do-do. So all together that's okay, and then at that point, the loop starts over. It goes like we learned. Right? Do, 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 do. And that whole thing repeats on a loop. Now, the only variation is instead of doing this, sometimes he then goes, so that's C sharp, D, E, and then you roll between E and F sharp. And then at that point you go to the do, 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 do. So I'll play through that variation for you real quick. So right here, starting from the top. Now we change it. Do, 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 do. All right, so now I'm gonna play through it a couple times and then I'm gonna show you that variation and how this whole thing loops. So basically at the beginning you go, and then that's how it starts. But when you're looping it, you don't do that part. That's just at the very beginning. So it's now we do a variation, this part. Do, 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 do. Now we go up. Do, 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 do. All right. So feel free to practice that. I know it's a little bit tricky to get the hang of the loop, but like I said, the more you practice it, the easier that part will get. So now we're going to learn the left hand. It's a little bit tricky, but it's not too bad. So first, you're going to have your pinky here in G, and then your 3 fingers, your middle finger is going to be on B, pointer finger in D, and thumb's going to stretch up here to F sharp. So it goes. So first, you do G and then these 3 twice, and then you go G3 once. So it's do, 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 do. One more time. Then we switch our pinky down to F sharp, and then our middle finger goes to A, pointer finger on C sharp, and thumb on E. So you do the same thing where you hit F sharp with your pinky, and then these 3 together. And then it goes back to this one. So basically the pattern is because you're only doing these once, right? So this one, twice, twice, once, 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 once. This one, twice, twice, this one, do. So without me talking, it's okay. So then your pinky goes up to B, middle finger on E, and thumb on F sharp. So it's these 2 together. So this one alone. Then you move that pinky to B flat, and your middle finger goes to D, and your thumb goes to F sharp. Play that one twice too. Then your pinky goes down to A, and your middle finger goes to C sharp, and your thumb to F sharp. I know it's a lot of movement, but we're going to practice it. Then you move your pinky down to G sharp, and then you keep your thumb the same, but you drop your middle finger down to C. So that's this one, this one, this one, last one. Try that over and over and over. That's going to be the best way to learn it. One more time. This one. Down to B. This one. A. G sharp. Drop in the middle. One more time. And then it goes back to the part we learned earlier. Alright, so I'm going to show you how this goes both hands together. Alright, so we start with that little jumpy, jazzy part at the beginning where it goes. And when we hit this key, that's when we come in the left hand. So it's. So when I'm hitting F sharp in the right hand, I need to hit G in the left hand. So. Now, when I go to move, that's when I go. So it's. And when I go back to this one. So then I move again. Now, at this point, I do the new part. Switch. Then I jump up here. Move again. And then it starts over. So this is a little bit tricky to get the hang of. Don't be too hard on yourself. It's going to take some practice. But we're going to go through it again. I'm going to play it all together without talking, just so you can see how both hands go together. All right, here we go. Really slow. gonna play the variation. Here we go. I'm gonna next go ahead and say switch when I want you to switch in the left hand, because that does also help know when timing wise, because this is a bit of a jazzy song. The timing's a little tricky. That's probably the hardest part of this song. So I'm gonna say switch when I play both hands, and that's when you need to switch to the next left hand part. So here we go. From the top, come in together. Switch, 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 switch. Back to the beginning. So when you're doing both hands on that variation, it's exactly the same timing in the left hand. So the only difference is you're going instead of the, it's just, so I'm gonna play through that part one more time, and then you should have the whole song at this point. So then it's variation, here we go. Now, at this point, I go to the third one, fourth one, then we go back to the beginning. So yeah, just keep in mind that it's going to take a little bit of practice, and it is jazzy, so don't be too hard on yourself if you're not getting the hang of that timing at first. But what I also recommend is listening to the song over and over and listening to me play it, and then eventually you'll just make both of your hands kind of go together here. So I hope that tutorial helped you guys. If you have any questions at all, definitely let me know down in the comments section below. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that other people can find my tutorials just like you. Don't forget to create art, and I'll see you guys next time.